Welcome back. We're going to be looking at Tales of the Fantastic. The crisis on the Laofu has subsided, and stories of the feats of the Nameless can be heard on every street corner on the Laofu. The storyteller, Mr. Xian of Starskiff Haven, seems to be interested in your adventure and wants to retell it in story form. So that's why we're here. But I have noticed, actually, on the map, there is quite a few other side quests that have opened up. So we'll have a look at them at some point as well. I am wondering what other places potentially have quests now. It's worth having a look around, really. For I have touched the sky. Oh, that's a companion mission, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. We got several of them to do as well. There's a quest there. So that's at least 3 more. Anything here? I don't see nothing. If there's any you could potentially think I will miss, obviously do let me know. Like, where's that? Because we've obviously been here. Where are you? I mean, it's somewhere in the Alchemy Commission, so... Don't know. Got that to pick up as well. Anyway, we're here to look at this guy.
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
Am I? Snobs they come and snobs they go. And good friends and manners are hard to come by. A storyteller on the stage and a friend below. I was reading that. Unfortunately, you're still far too early for the show. But sure to stick around if you don't mind listening to me chat about tea. Oh, I don't. I don't at all. But I heard you're looking for me. Ah, would you look at this brain of mine. Lost in my storytelling world again. How could I just forget about that? Which reminds me, I have a favour to ask you. There's been a lot going on aboard the Zhen show recently, with the Ambrosial Arbor's new growth and those disciples of Sanctus Medicus causing a ruckus. And all the news feeds report that you've played no small part, Whitaker, in keeping the peace. But there's no literature out there on the market right now, really capitalizing on this.
It's a fantastic story.
Is it? Well, I'm busy. I'm just thinking, why not get ahead of the curve and make a bit of a killing at the box office, And so I humbly invite you to tell me of your heroic exploits. I'll definitely spin out a brilliant story if I could just get my hands on those first-hand accounts of yours. You summoned me for this triviality? Wonderful, if you could be so kind. What? Mr. Jian takes out his phone and prepares to record your tales. In a world where memes and cringe collide, one trailblazer must rise to the challenge. It all started with this cute girl known as Little Miss March, and then some old wise man called Grandpa Yang. You rattle off your journey so far.
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
Is it? You rattle off your journey so far aboard the Laofu in a deep, dramatic voice, adopting the style of a hit web drama, 3-minute butterfly immersia. From your arrival on the Zhen show to your bloody battle with Fantilia, you do your best to cover all the ups and downs and twists and turns of your story, but Mr. Jian's attention span seems to be waning. He even turned his phone sideways during the Battle of Eve Mist Mansion, no doubt to sneak in a couple of hands of celestial jade. This woman who called herself Galactic Baseballer was locked in a heated battle against the Master Primus of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. And for the Zhen show, this was...
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
And for the Zhen show, this battle... You've really thrown me off! And for the Zhen show, this battle... I tell you, it's hard. And for the Zhen show, this was a battle for life and death. Evil doers meet thy maker. Wait, what? Oh. I see. I'm very confused then.
We've entered the storm. To guard
That
and
person
defend.
screaming about
Crush
something.
them.
I genuinely forgot what they were on about now. Anyway.
I'll end your misery.
Hiya.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
What a headache. I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Illusions of the past.
This ends here.
I could do with you summoning some more if you don't
In the
mind.
name of
I'd appreciate it.
Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
No? Okay.
Our roots run deep to my heart's content.
Need a doctor?
How dare you? Let's build up the skill points.
You'll pay for this.
Punishment. The odd grasp of nature.
Let me tend your wounds.
Hope you're prepared.
What a headache.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Illusions of the past.
Prone to be reborn.
You finally finished telling your story, and Mr. Jian looks pretty pleased. Too, this old fox has apparently played a winning hand. Oh my. Good game. I mean, good story. You are done there with the story, right? Don't look at me like that. I've been listening attentively the whole time. Your story, however, has some issues. Even though the plot is not that boring, it's written in a way that is overstretched, underwhelming, and predictable. I can see where it's going from a mile away. But that's how it happened. It's a true story. Let me tell you the truth, hard as it is to hear. Who cares about the truth? If you want the truth, just go and watch the news instead. And hearing you talk about combat, how should I put it? It's really stale. You hit me, then I hit you. It's a bit monotonous.
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
Is it? Is it? You know about the immersive genre we have here on the Gen Show, right? Or perhaps it should be called an interactive fantasy experience. Despite what IPC thinks. Well, those fights are exhilarating. Leaping onto roofs and over walls, splitting open time and space, anything goes. Overall, I think the story is lacking a few exciting elements that we need to draw in the audience. Maybe like a fight between two summons. No, summons would be too obvious. Let's call them icons. Yes, icons. A fight between icons. I think this is a good idea. We should go with it. Yes. But its commercial potential is unlimited. What should I do? Why is Twitika's hair in two different colors? Am I right in the way of a shadow or something? Or under a light? Not sure. Anyway.
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
I know. What should I do? Please hold on one second. I'm just fetching something for you. Hello. The thing is, what we in the industry call a protagonist model. Legend has it that some immersive troupe has invented this magical tool for industrial-scale screenwriting. And even though Machiavelli takes on thousands of different forms within thousands of different nameless, you may have heard that actually there are only a dozen or so archetypal protagonists recycled through these classic legends and tales. This shows that there are rules to follow when telling an alluring story, and that's how this thing rose to meet the occasion. Take a gander. All we have to do is set up a diverse range of encounters for a protagonist along a hero's journey, and let the protagonist gain various mystical abilities and treasures, before magnificently defeating a powerful foe. That's how you make a wonderful story. My explanation alone can't do it justice. You better take a look yourself. In short, the protagonist model is like a simple magic wand. As long as you follow its patterns, you can easily craft pulse-racing, heart-pumping stories for your audience. How about this? You and I hit up a site of your...
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
You and I hit up a site of your former battles, the Alchemy Commission. Revisiting old haunts will definitely get the creative juices flowing. Let's flesh out this protagonist model. This is becoming too much of a hassle for me. Don't say that. I'll make it worth your while. You can refuse me, but you won't refuse money, will you? Oh, money, you say? All right, let's push on then to the Alchemy Commission. At least we get away from her going on about whatever it was. Oh dear. Right. Oh, it's so quiet here. It's so nice. Oh. If I was not mistaken, the decisive battle in your adventure began right over here at the Eve Mist Mansion, correct? Correct. You said that this was where you and your companions fought against the Master Primus of the Sanctus Medicus. Was there any conflict that you encountered here? Or perhaps did she stoop to any dastardly tricks to really put you in between a rock and a hard place? Gotta try and think the hero's journey here. Combat difficulty? Very easy. How is that possible? How could a great battle be exciting without any swerves or setbacks? Please give me a moment to sketch out a scene. Here we go. Listen up. The Legion was in cahoots with the Master Primus of the Sanctus Medicus. Using their arcane powers, they activated elixir cauldrons to spew forth venomous vapors as they tried to take out Twitika and the other munificent heroes in one fell swoop. For a moment, a mesmerizing miasma filled the air at the Alchemy Commission. Despite the vigor and strength of Twitika, it was too much to deal with and simply overwhelming. This situation grew so grave that Twitika and her companions concocted a genius plan. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, the realization suddenly dawned that this was still the Alchemy Commission, a paradise known for forging the elixir of life. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have received their mandate from the ruin author. We, though, can strive for a miracle pill from the Alchemy Commission, turning over a new leaf to be born anew through generations of cultivated power. What the heck was all that gibberish? That wasn't gibberish. We Zhensho people love hearing stories play out like this. A glorious treasure, the elixir of life, take it for a shortcut past centuries of martial art practice and cultivation. And suddenly, pow! We're smashing enemies left and right. What's not to love about that? Don't interrupt me. It's a good start. Next, it'll go a fortuitous encounter. Twitika studied the surroundings carefully, fixating on 3 elixir cauldrons on display at the Alchemy Commission. Twitika suddenly remembered that the Vijayadra healer lady had once mentioned these 3 elixir cauldrons, and how they contained essential extracts of everything in the universe, condensed into elixirs of life. Once put together, these 3 divine ingredients can be concocted into the elixir of dragon oil, which can make you be born anew and achieve transcendence. Doesn't that name sound like lazy writing? I'm sorry for the ab-lib naming there. Anyway, what else am I going to call an elixir that magically imbues powers like this? Let's go over to that elixir cauldron over there and keep at it. I'm sure that'll give us some quality inspiration. Yeah, I'm sure it will. What's this story going to be at the end of the day? Thinking of this, Twitika jumped right into the elixir cauldron. Alright, what's this leading to? Stare at him. What's wrong? Aren't you jumping the shark here? It's just an outline for now. Don't think about it too much. We'll polish it later. The first draft is mainly about getting the flash of inspiration. Our hero enters the elixir cauldron. What? Did I just turn into a bird? This is not funny. Don't worry, it all makes sense. Does it? Twitika leaped into the elixir cauldron, but suddenly felt as if the whole world was spinning. Our hero opened their eyes to find themselves to have turned into a cyclone. The book implies that this is a hidden containment mechanism in the elixir cauldron, designed by the first cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission. Anyone trying to take the elixir of life would first be transported to a Fantasia to undergo the trial. You call this making sense? Don't try to confuse me. You've interrupted my train of thought. The first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission hoped that one day someone could break the containment mechanism, clear the trial, and take the elixir of dragon oil right in the nick of time to save the Lao Fu from certain doom. In a curious twist of fate, Twitka was none other than the heroic one prophesied by this first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission some 1,000 years ago. What? Remote side crane. After interacting with the roost, you can start remotely controlling the side crane. Side cranes can fly. Yeah, allowing them to reach areas that are inaccessible to characters. Characters will remain at their original position while a side crane is being remotely controlled. While in control of a side crane, you have the option to either ascend or descend as desired. Side cranes can be used in different scenarios to accomplish various tasks. What are we doing? Like, way, 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 way. Doesn't go up and down fast enough for that. Oh, collect it. Twitika concentrated all of her chi to her core, ready. What? Thus breaking the containment mechanism of the Fantasia, what? What's going on here? Careful, don't get caught by monsters. I'll try. They won't see me coming from the tree. Twitika concentrated all her chi. The same again. Let's get that one over there then. So am I down there somewhere? Like, where am I? At the moment. Am I over there? That's where I was last time. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This is quite the story. It's only chapter 1 as well. A box! As all the containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by Twitika, the secret treasure of the first Cauldron Master was revealed. Alright then, let's go get that. Right, down we go. Ooh, what's that? The miracle medicine. Oh. The medical medicine. The medical medicine Mr. Jean made up in the story. He claims these medicines have parallels in real life, but you're not silly enough to believe that. What Twitika beholds is a lotus blooming with ice crystals while in flames. This is a medicine that has been extinct since the Theophany era? The Ice Fire Lotus. Okay. Challenge complete. Alright, we're out. Twitika transformed into a side crane, weaving and darting around the elixir cauldron to clear the trial left behind by the first Cauldron Master. What Twitika beholds is a lotus blooming with ice crystals while in flames. This is a medicine that has been extinct since the Theophany era. The Ice Fire Lotus. Yeah, we already covered that. The Ice Fire Lotus is utterly indispensable when concocting an elixir of dragon oil. Does such a medicinal herb really exist? Just pretend it does. Come on, let's go. On to the next elixir cauldron. Just bear with me, okay? Seeing these places in person really got my creative juices flowing. Yeah, sounds like it, doesn't it? Dear oh dear. Stealth then. Having plucked the Ice Fire Lotus, Twitika seizes an opportunity and leaps into another elixir cauldron. Oh, come on, not this again. Little do you know, repetitive behavior instills a sense of ritual in people. That's why important details have to be repeated a few times over and over. Our hero enters the cauldron. Let's do it again. Twitika returned to the Fantasia, hunting for the secret treasure left by the first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission. But suddenly an unsettling aroma aroused the senses. Yep. Were it any ordinary person, it would merely be discarded as a mistake of the senses. But what kind of hero is Twitika? The treacherous danger was instantly detected. The book implies that this is an abundant beast, sealed within the cauldron by the first cauldron master of the Alchemy Commission. Oh, how the mediocre covet such glorious treasures, yet die filled with hatred at the maw of a beast. Sheesh, the first cauldron master was ruthless. That's the trope for treasure hunting stories. The ancients always leave behind these secret treasures with fatal booby traps hidden within. Don't ask me why, but it's a screenwriter's convention. Twitika couldn't help but sneer, asking, "Is there any danger across all the galaxy that can stop my might?" And with a beat of the wing, and with the beat of the wings, our hero tuck to the sky. Alright then, let's take to the sky. Alright lads, I'm just flying in. No, you didn't see nothing. Ah! I died. Right, so let's fly up. What do you mean I can't go up? Coming down. Boop. I'm out of here. Yeah, same again there. Got you. Got it. As all the containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by Twitika, the secret treasure of the first cauldron master was revealed. Alright, and let's go get it. Are they bananas? I think they're bananas. Yeah, they're bananas. Anyway. Life-Death Polypore. He'll tell us what it is. Twitika completed another one of the first Cauldron Master's trials. What appeared next before our hero was a mushroom flitting in and out of existence. It is written that this is no mortal mushroom. It sits within a state between existence and non-existence, constantly fluctuating between the real and the imaginary. It is called the Life-Death Polypore. Finally, we're getting down to quantum mechanics. Right then, Twitika had the Life-Death Polypore, lacking only one final medicinal herb before the elixir of dragon oil can be concocted. Why do I get the feeling you're just making up all these names as you go? Hey, no way. Actually, I have a little notebook where I record all kinds of obscure things in. I could show you if you want. So these medicinal herbs, they really do exist? The names of these medicinal herbs are indeed constructs of my imagination. I mean, not all of them are completely made up. Enough gossip and bluster. Let's get to the next cauldron and start cooking up the next story, Oh, yes. Where will the story take us next? How about it then? Ready to start plotting out the next part of your story? Having plucked the Life-Death Polypore, Twitika goes all or nothing, leaping into another elixir cauldron. Our hero enters the elixir cauldron. Very well. Back in the Fantasia once more, and without a trace of fear or trepidation, Twitika felt like an old hand. Twitika calmed right down to sense the feelings left behind in the Fantasia. And those feelings were warm, gentle, and liberating. There was never any doubt that this was the soul-cleansing grace from the first Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission. I don't think this Cauldron Master is graceful at all. Don't say that. The first Cauldron Master was thinking ahead about any misuse that might harm the Zhen Shou, you see. Or is that a bit far-fetched? No problem. Don't even worry about it. This is just a first script. A first script, I tell you. We'll just fix it in post. Twitika knew this warm sensation meant that the most dangerous part of the trial had already passed. What now greeted Twitika was the first Helm Master's blessings. Take off, Twitika. Welcome to this, your final trial. Alright, then. What we got? Let's go down there first. Twitika was determined to put the knowledge to use and find the Cauldron Master's secret treasure. Okay, quick. Alright, we got it. You turn around, alright, good. Red. Ugh, went through it. Didn't expect that. As all the containment mechanisms were gradually lifted by Twitika, the secret treasure of the first Cauldron Master was revealed. Down we go. We'll get there. There you are. A whirl bolt pneumatophore. Yep. That's what it said. Twitika completed yet another trial, only to find herself trapped in a vast white fog. Once it cleared, Twitika saw a huge tree with floating roots. Despite no obvious breeze, the floating roots swayed in the air, cleaving the very air in twain with flashes of lightning paired to each swing. This, then, was the most precious medicinal herb hidden at the Alchemy Commission, the Whirlbolt pneumatophore. Twitika harvested the best of the floating roots and left this fantasia of the first Cauldron Master. Whirlbolt, wouldn't that shock me? How could it? The Whirlbolt thingy. Electricity merely unblocks the meridians as it massages and stimulates blood flow. It's a great remedy and not at all dangerous. There is a limit to suspension of disbelief, you know. It's what the audience wants, though. Competition in entertainment circles is so fierce these days. How are we storytellers supposed to compete with all the razzle-dazzle and hype of something like Immersia? There's only one answer. Manufactured outrage. I can say all the stuff they can't do in Immersia. And I can say what they don't dare say in Immersia. Anyway, there's no tax on bragging, and words have a habit of disappearing like the wind. Back to the topic at hand. Previously, our hero Twitika acquired all 3 medicinal herbs required to concoct the elixir of dragon oil. All that remained was to cast the ingredients in the elixir crucible, and this miracle elixir would be hers. Whoa, steady, I haven't got any points. Jeez. Cast it into the fire. Burn the cube. Twitika placed the 3 medicinal herbs into the crucible, one by one. First came the ice fire lotus, its fiery heat and blasting cold blended together, bursting out infinite natural force. Next came the life-death polypore. Its quantum impermanence stabilizes the paradox inherent in the lotus. Finally, Twitika tossed the whirlbolt thingamajig into the crucible. With a flash of thunder and lightning, out of the blue an entire thunderstorm formed inside 1 square inch of the crucible. Twitika plucked up the courage to reach a hand into the storm. After a while, Twitika's hand pulled out a sparkling medicinal pellet. Really? Oh, look at that! And that, my friend, is what leads a mortal on to the path of immortality. No. I shouldn't have used that word on the Zhen show. Anyways, it's basically a miracle drug that makes you be born anew and achieve transcendence. Behold the elixir of dragon oil. Twitika swallowed the miracle elixir and instantly felt as light as a feather, but as strong as an ox. Our hero could leap 30,000 miles in a second, or lift up 10,000 tons. Twitika knew now was the time to settle the score with those pathetic, detestable disciples of Sanctus Medicus wreaking havoc on the Zhen show. Are we the baddies? Can't believe they had a Mitchell and Webb reference. That's cool. Huh, listen to yourself. Power in and of itself knows no good or bad, only people do. Is a kitchen knife evil when it's in the hands of a chef or when it's in the hands of a murderer? Less idle chit-chat Please, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, lend me your ears. Next up, we have the main feature. Calamity and Snare's Commission of Alchemy. Nameless battles, author of plagues. If we put it like that, then this act will be complete. That's what you call complete? You don't understand. The most difficult thing for us screenwriters is the protagonist development. Once the protagonist character is settled, it's going to be so easy to just write in as many battles as you want. Look, this isn't exactly the best writing place for us. Come back to the Starskiff Haven with me, and after I process all of today's inspiration, we can chat more about combat details. Can we? Okay. My throat's getting a bit dry. Thank you for helping me sort out my thoughts and get some inspiration. I'll start right away. Mr. Jian took out his notebook and began scribbling at a furious pace. Shortly after, he handed over the manuscript to you, filled with satisfaction. I've already written the part about the nameless battles, author of plagues. Oh, there we go. That's right, our protagonist on this quest, that is you, has experienced all these adventures and taken this elixir of life. I have to add a few strokes to the protagonist model so that it's not forgotten next time. Speaking of which, I was left with tons of inspiration rattling around in my head after today's trip. I'd like to use some of your side adventures on the Zhen show as material to write some side stories. It'll help flesh out your protagonist model, so I'll write out some of your challenging adventures.
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
Is it? Why don't you listen and tell me what you think? Tales of the Fantastic. During the event, complete heroes' journeys with Mr. Jian to unleash the full potential of the protagonist model. Alright then. There are different slots in the protagonist model. The plot armor that can be selected for each slot is different. Slots and plot armors will gradually be unlocked as you progress through a hero's journey. Using these abilities can earn you points and rewards in Legends Past and Present, and will also gradually unlock Legend of the Trailblazer sections. So we've done that one. Right, okay. Protagonist model can continue to be used after switching to Legends Past and Present. Okay. Head to Mr. Jian to start Legends Past and Present for the first time. What? Oh, so it's just battles then. Enemies will keep spawning for 4 turns, defeat as many of them as possible. So let's have a look at this, because it may be a case of... increases all allies' skill damage. Yeah, got skill damage. After an ally uses the ultimate, next action is advance forward by 20%. Yes, we'll go with that. So yeah, we'll have a look at this, and if in future it is just me going to be doing battles, we'll leave that out. I'll obviously do it, but you know, we'll leave it out of the videos and just, you'll assume I've done it, sort of thing. So team setup. Let's go with me normal ones, although you are level 80. I like how it's like I've got them and the level 80 versions. It's very strange. Right, okay, so add. Let's add you in. And let's add... Where are you? There. My usual team, obviously, you know. It's just a good team, it's a good team. Or, let's actually go Silver Wolf. Let's go. Relentless adversaries. This mechanic has a turn limit. Before the turns run out, enemies will continue to appear. Defeating more enemies will earn you a higher score and greater rewards. The remaining turns will be displayed as a countdown on the action order shown on the left. Dealing damage to any enemy target before a turn ends will earn you points. That's why I needed the AoE. Yeah. Defeating a trotter during battle will award even higher points. Okay.
What a headache.
Yeah, AoE would have been nice. Ah, that's a bad one on me. Oh, hello.
I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions
of the past. Yes.
Time for a buzz. There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains.
Go for the
Disappear
newer
among the
ones
sea
every
of
time I get the
butterflies.
chance.
Illusions of the past.
Ah, we're out of skill points.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Hope you're prepared.
I don't feel like I need the shield.
So you are afraid of me. Who's next? I'll end your misery.
Ow.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
What a headache. I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Keep it going, keep it going.
This ends here.
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
Can I have fun this time?
Nope.
Lend me your strength.
I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Start taking out the others then, seeing as you've appeared.
Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains.
Get you
Disappear among
sorted.
the sea of butterflies. Illusions
Illusions
of the past.
Yes, we know, we know, we know. Just trying to think how many I could have taken out if I had some AoE going on.
Is that all?
Ow. Maybe I do need the
name
shield.
of Lenda, a will forged in ice never falters.
Just to be sure he stays alive.
I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hello, hello.
Time for a buzz.
Got the quantum around.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
He's
You'll
scared.
pay for this.
What a headache. I'll end your
Just trying to
misery.
think maximizing points here.
Is that all?
This combat needs. This is double speed.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Yes, we know, we know. No skill points?
Who's next?
Oh, well.
This battle is unavoidable.
So you are afraid of
We almost ran out of enemies. I mean, you can't, but, you know. I'm happy with that. Okay, so what's our limited time rewards then? Attaining a certain score in combat unlocks sections from Legends of the Trailblazer. Okay. Character used each time will become the main character of their story. Oh, I see, so it writes it based on what you did. Okay. And then we get the rewards. We need to complete all the chapters. Okay. Silver Wolf and Bronya looked at each other. We'll have a look at that when we finish it all, maybe. That might be an idea later on. Obviously, I can't do that yet, because I've only got number 1 right now, but, you know. Let's have a look at you. Claim that. Claim that. Oh, I need to get more than that, do I? To get those. What are our other rewards? Okay, okay. Interesting. So, that's what's going to be done for this part then. In the next part, depending on... Shush! There's people talking everywhere. I need a quiet place. Where's a quiet place?
Did we get bamboozled?
Avoid them. Even up here is a quiet place. We'll hide in the corner. Hide in the corner here. It's all good. It's all good. Right, so... Yeah. In the next part, we'll might see about the next one of these. Or we might do other quests around the place. We shall see. In the next part. Ta-da for now.